So from there, it was just either, do something, or either you just stay with the status quo and just let everything flow, the way it was. But at that time, we were a poor tribe. Our budget for every year was about $7 to $8 million. We barely made payroll. So we struggled a lot, and there were no benefits at the time, very small. I think our council people were making $35 a meeting. And to this day, I look back, and I think we were happier then than we are now. Because we all got the same. We all, there was nobody making more than anybody. We were just at a comfortable place. We provided for our families at the time. There were no iPods, iPads, no internet, no computers, nothing like that. It was just a pack and poke on your typewriter. That's how I did my work. And I had a wonderful 3 years, my first term as governor. We started to complete the gaming compact that the previous governor had signed. And so we had no money to start a casino, so I said, well, let's go to the bank and try them. And they gave us the runaround, and finally I threatened them and told them that if they didn't, we were going to take all of our savings and all of our farming accounts and move them elsewhere. So they finally gave us a loan for $7.5 million. And with that $7.5 million, we built our first small casino. I think there was about 250 machines in an old warehouse, key punch operator, key punch computer building at Longview Park, and we also borrowed some money for them to make it a little bit better, fix their roads and put up a security system and everything like that. So we opened up our doors, and Gila River went whole gaming, became a gaming tribe, and that $7.5 million was paid in less than 6 months. We paid it all back. So that was our biggest success at the time. So we started looking at things, and it wasn't just myself, it was the whole tribal council working together, the departments. We identified needs, and the people started asking for things that they could probably see for themselves, in the future, like better police protection. There was a lot of drive-by shootings in District 6, and we went there for a council meeting, and the people were afraid, they were scared, and so I ordered that we hire 26 police officers additional to what we had. And we also began to go to the BIA and ask them to run our own police program, which we did. We got that. Then we asked if we could run our own health program, so we got that. I just agreed to let us run our own health programs, and so we built a new hospital. We built fire stations, and we had our first firefighters all Indian Academy. We had our first graduates. It's since dissipated. I don't know what happened to the program, but I think there's just a handful of our firefighters who were the original cadets in that program, and they're still in the job. And so we started that, and we started building service centers. We started giving money to schools. And we also gave a one-time payout to all the members to fix their houses. I think it's $5,000 per household. Then we started a housing program to build houses. And we started a $7.5 million scholarship program. So our kids could, strive to get a college education. So there were some very great things at that time, that had begun. And I had a very, very smart economic developer named Dean Weatherly. He just passed away a few weeks ago. And he's the one who guided us through our casino projects. We opened up 3 casinos during my term in office. And we picked the site for the resort. had the resort built and the golf courses. We also invested in some land at Williams Air Force Base. It's now called Williams Gateway, and now there's a modern airline terminal there. There's jets flying out of there to different cities. So I think the tribe should be getting their money back shortly if they haven't already. Then we also fought for the water rights along the way, and finally accomplished that when Richard Garcia put his signature down. But it started way back to all the past governors. Didn't get to see the completion of that, but they're building the system now, and I probably won't get to see the finish of that, but I saw a major part of it, you know, and there's still progress coming. You know, we've been taken sometimes by promises of doing things for the tribe, but it hasn't come through. Like the I-10, they were going to help us with our economic development. That never came about. So I'm skeptical on 202, whether are they promising the same thing? You know, are they going to help the tribe survive? Okay, so that's my issue with 202 is, you know, there's no proper planning. You know, they're going ahead with their plans, but we haven't planned for it ourselves, which is crucial, you know, and what are we going to do with it if it does come? Or what are we going to do if it doesn't come? And our gaming compact is going to run out eventually, maybe in about a dozen years. And then what then? And what do we do? What is our future going to look like? Are we going to build something that will produce more jobs, more benefits, more economic development? And right now, as I mentioned earlier, that we were happier when we didn't have much, but everybody shared. Nowadays it's one for all and all for one, you know, and they're not responding to the needs out in the community as they should. You know, they're still elders, they're still disabled and handicapped that aren't up front, you know, asking for things. They're just sitting back waiting for somebody to, you know, discover them. And we're starting to do that, you know, recognizing people living in shacks, living under trees, you know, living in cars, and we're trying to straighten that out. Right now, I'm chairperson for the youth home owners team. We're trying to build a youth home, a better youth home for the one they have now, because most of our children are taken off the reservation, and because we have no place for them. We're just overcrowded, and responsibility is now a word that's vanishing. You know, that the parents who bring in these children into this world have mixed feelings now about having children and providing for them because of the cost, because of the responsibility, and because of the decline of values in this whole country as a whole. And whether it's due to media, whether it's due to, you know, just the trend that's going around in the world, you know, about loss of respect, loss of value, and loss of self-worth. You know, we don't take ourselves for how much we're worth, and we're worth a lot. You know, everybody is worth something. You know, so that's where I'm at today. I'm happy. I have 2 turkeys. I have a lot of chickens, and I have cows, and we have horses on our property. And that's what gives me the encouragement. There is life all around us, but we have to appreciate it and foster it, in human life especially. So I'll leave you with that.
Thank you.